Good evening, everybody. Thought we'd do part 6 today. We're going to do a bit more in Blackwood with Ando. So we may go back to Llewellyn and have a look at the storyline for that. So, without further ado, just a quick reminder the guy, Ando, yesterday, he found a couple of companions and they did some weird experiment and completely made a horrible dark elf respect his teacher. So, as I say, we're going to follow up with a bit more Blackwood, which is the area that we're in. So, if we go into the map, so this is Blackwood, which is Deshan, Mertmire, Blackwood. So it's just a bit north of Mertmire, so it makes sense. So we can say we've travelled into Blackwood from Mertmire because that's where we were previously. So we'll do a bit in that, and then see where that takes us. Okay, right, let's get cracking.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Who are you?
You look like you've got your wits about you. Care to make a bit of extra gold working for Leowin's Ivory Brigade? I've been asked by my captain to find someone who can handle themselves. We need help with a delicate situation.
So what's the situation?
Deadly secrets, assassins, murder. Now apparently a counselor has gone missing. Between the war, bandits, and cultists, the Ivory Brigade is like the Nord that tries to plug a leaking cask of mead, only to realize he doesn't have enough fingers.
So what do you need me to do?
Talk to my commander, Captain Rian Lior. You can find him just outside the city gates, trying to appease some of the nobles. Tell him I sent you, and he'll put you right to work, I'm sure.
I'll go speak to Captain Rien then. Oh, we've
You
got a
have my
stable
word.
here.
If the counselor is in Leowin or the surrounding countryside, the Ivory Brigade will find her.
The trick to cinches is
Oh, we're a long way off fording a horse yet. Oh dear. Captain Rianlio?
Not now, citizen. Can't you see I have my hands full at the moment? I'm sure a guard or one of my brigadines can assist you.
I'm sorry, but I heard you were looking for help. Brigadier Antois sent us?
Why didn't you say so?
I just did.
Leowin's problems are legion, and now the Wood Elf Archer's predictions seem to be coming true. Damn these old Imperial secrets. Counselor Jirik has disappeared, and the Ivory Brigade is already spread too thin for my liking.
Okay, so tell me more about this wood elf and the Imperial secrets.
The
'Cause I'm
Wood
nosy.
Elf, Everly Sharparrow. She brought news that the Dark Brotherhood was targeting members of the Elder Council. All because of some secret of the Longhouse Emperors. We took her warning seriously, but Jirik refused Brigadine protection.
And you think the Dark Brotherhood have harmed Councillor Jurek?
With that guild of assassins, I'm not sure what to think. But Jurek is missing, and I don't have enough brigadines at the ready to conduct a proper search. You look capable. So, care to earn some gold and help us determine the Councilor's fate?
Okay, I'll have a look into it.
Here, let me update your map. These are places Jurek visits during her daily routine. If something befell her, it happened somewhere along this path. Meanwhile, I have Everly Sharp Arrow checking locations in the city. She was very eager to help.
Who's Everly Sharp Arrow?
Sharp Arrow is an adventurer from Valenwood, though I get the sense she's relatively new at the job. She recently arrived with news of a threat against the former members of the Imperial Elder Council. I was skeptical at first, but now...
Okay. Tell me about the threat. What did Everly say?
She told us that the late Emperor Leovic's steward was murdered by the Dark Brotherhood. Apparently, it pertains to some secret of the Longhouse Emperors. But those details she discussed with Councillor Leviticus.
Okay. And how do the other members of the Elder Council fit in?
Everly found a number of documents pertaining to this secret. One of these contained a list of names. The steward and some of the councillors. She assumed that since the steward had already been killed, the rest of the list might be next.
What can you tell me about Councillor Jurek?
Councillor Jurek was a member of the Imperial Elder Council, back when we still had an empire. Now her title is mostly ceremonial, but she continues to assist the legates by serving as an intermediary with the local nobility.
The legates?
Since the collapse of the Empire and the dissolution of the Elder Council, Leowin has become an independent city-state. Countess Caro sits on the throne, but the Chamber of Legates governs the city.
Right. Okay. So, you have a countess, but the legates are in charge.
I suppose the Countess is technically the highest authority in Leowin, but she leaves the administration of the city to the Chamber of Legates. Leviticus, another former council elder, leads this august body, along with Tebezako and Amhalu.
Okay, so tell me about these locations you marked on my map.
Councillor Jurek is a creature of habit. Her daily routine is to stroll along the river and stop to read near a cave across the way. While Everly Sharp Arrow examines spots the councillor frequents in the city, you should check these locations.
Tell me about the situation here in Llewellyn.
On paper, Countess Caro rules Leowin, but in practice, the Chamber of Legates governs the city. Legates Tebezako and Amhalu, and Councillor Leviticus. They handle day-to-day tasks. Me? I'm commander of the Ivory Brigade, Leowin's militia.
Okay. You mentioned your soldiers were stretched too thin.
Indeed. Since the fall of the Empire, the Ivory Brigade had to redouble its efforts to replace the Imperial legions. We maintain active defenses in the north to keep the ongoing war at bay, but we have our hands full with refugees, bandits, and such.
Ongoing war?
The Three Banners War. Let the alliances fight over the Ruby Throne as long as they leave us in peace. I just wish I had more soldiers to spare for this new threat that Everly Sharp Arrow brought to our attention.
Right. Right. I'll go and have a look at these locations.
Captain, are you really trusting the fate of Councillor Jurek to this outsider?
Oh, why didn't Councillor Jurek heed your warnings?
If the Ivory Brigade requires mercenaries to do their job, perhaps Leowin needs...
Jeez.
invade the domain of Meyrum's Dagon!
Roll! Roll if you can! Quick! Drink a magic potion! They're coming for us. Don't panic! We can do this!
Can your insignificance be more apparent?
It's going to be a fight. Let's not make it our last.
Why don't you just die already?
don't know where we've gone here, but... Oof. Oh my god! The fuck?
Try to run. Just try. This region. Then we march north.
Where? That was... huh. Okay. Ah, you're back, scamp. Hey, water. Oh. Oh, little note. Councillor Jurek, I hope this letter finds you in good health and better spirits, my old friend. Though the years have passed since I was Emperor Leovic's steward and you were one of his elder councillors, I fear that secrets of the Longhouse Emperors continue to haunt us. You and other members of the Elder Council are in grave danger. Actions that you and your colleagues performed over the years for the Longhouse Emperors have inadvertently made you targets for an as yet unknown entity or entities. Of course, we both know that you were only following orders, performing your duties. Unfortunately, those who hunt you care little for the reasons. They only want to eliminate everyone who may know even the tiniest fraction of Emperor Leveic's final secret. I wish I could provide you with more information, but for now, this is all I know. If I learn anything further, I'll be in touch. For now, please be cautious and sleep with one eye open. Ferul Lupus. Okay, so we got a note.
I can't wait to take a load off at the inn.
Oh, you want to go to inn? Yeah, I suppose we can go to inn later. Let's have a look at this. Is this the cave? Letter to Councillor Leviticus. Chief Councillor Leviticus, while our time serving together on the Imperial Elder Council is long past, I still consider you to be both a colleague and a friend. I know I ignored the warning the Wood Elf brought you, refused to believe that old secrets still hold any power, any danger. I was wrong. I received a letter from Farrell Lupus today, which, if the reports of his death are accurate, he must have sent before he was murdered, and I fear that I'm being followed. I thought I caught a glimpse of a dark figure watching me from the rocks during my island walk this morning. I was so rattled by the sight that I dropped Farrell's letter. Didn't realise I had lost it until I had almost reached the cave. This must be related to the projects Emperor Morikar gave me some 20 years back. He needed caretakers for some sort of storage vaults, and I procured them, set up the contracts, paid the costs, but that was so long ago. Even as I write this, I can feel the noose drawing tight. If you receive this, tell the others. Convince them to heed the warning and accept your assistance. The secret of the Longhouse Emperors, I think this time, it really will be the death of me. Councillor Jurek.
Councillor Jurek? Oh, pardon me. You're not the councillor.
No, I'm not the councillor. Where is the councillor?
Apologies. I heard you stumbling about and thought it might be Councillor Jurek.
Nope. And you are?
Oh, no one important, I assure you. I'm simply one of the councillor's aides. I help her with paperwork mostly. Run errands, that sort of thing.
Okay. So Captain Rian sent me to find the councillor. He thinks she might be in danger.
She initially refused the captain's offer, but she received a letter that made her uneasy. Last I saw, she was headed back to the city by way of the Eastern Gate. But she never returned to her manor, so I came to look for her. Please, find her.
All right. So one would assume she'd come through the bridge.
Someone! Anyone! Help me!
Councillor Jurek?
I refused to believe, but Farrell, Leviticus, they were right.
What happened to you, Councillor?
I was attacked. An assassin. You must warn the others. The counselors. Leofic's secret. It will be the death of us all.
Councillor Jurek? Ah!
Councillor Jurek! Damn, we're too late!
Are you?
Damn it, I'm too late. Poor Councillor Jurek. She didn't deserve to die like that. At least I don't think she did. Did you see what happened? Who attacked her?
I didn't see who attacked her, but there's a note beside her body.
The mark of the Dark Brotherhood. Just like with Farrell Lupus. Sorry. I'm working for Councillor Leviticus, the head of the Chamber of Legates. I came to Leowyn to warn him after I stumbled across some secret concerning the Longhouse Emperors.
Oh, you must be ill. Everly. Right, okay. I'm working for Captain Ryan Lure. He sent me to find the councillor. What's that about, secret?
It relates to something called the Four Ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. I think they're Daedric weapons, but I'm still puzzling that out. I was working for Farrell Lupus before he was murdered. Found a strange tome with Daedric markings at his behest.
I found a letter to Councillor Yorick from Farrell Lupus. It warned her she was in danger.
Yeah, that's what brought me here. I found a list of names. Farrell Lupus and members of the Elder Council. It said they all knew something about this secret. Since Farrell was murdered, I figured the others were in danger too. Looks like I was right.
Who are the other councillors?
Let me have your map. I'll mark where Councillors Valeria and Sophus were last seen. Go warn them, convince them to take precautions. Then meet me at Councillor Jirek's manor in the city. Maybe we can find something to shed more light on this secret.
Maybe. I'll go warn the councillors, then I'll meet you at Yorick's manor.
I'll get the city guards to come and gather the councillor's body. She shouldn't just be left out here. Then I'll head to Councillor Jirek's manor. When you're done checking on Councillor Valeria and Councillor Sophus, meet me there.
Walk me through what you know so far about this threat against the councillors.
Like I said, it all started when I found that strange tome for Farrell Lupus, and Emperor Leovic's journal. It was in code, but I got it translated. Sent me to a few hidden Imperial caches where I learned that the Longhouse Emperors had a secret.
Right, the secret concerning the four ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon.
Right, but it turned out I wasn't the only one trying to learn more about the ambitions. A group of cracked acorns called the Order of the Waking Flame.
I've come across them before.
Mehrunes Dagon cultists. Had to put arrows in more than one of those bastards.
So why is the Dark Brotherhood murdering the councillors?
I guess someone hired them to eliminate everyone who knows about the secret. The question is, who? And I was told by a more or less friendly Dremora named Lyrinth that the fate of our world was at stake. So of course I want to figure this all out.
Dremora. You trust a Dremora? Oh, no. Tell me more about this strange book you found.
So Foral Lupus hired me to retrieve a book from a retreat once used by the Longhouse Emperors. He never told me what it was, and he died before I could ask. The book is weird. It has weird pages and weird markings, and I can't read a word of it.
You never learned anything else about it?
Not much. Farrell's partner said he planned to use it to make things right, but she didn't know how. And it's Daedric, I think. I will say, carrying it's kind of a burden. And I've been having strange dreams. But I don't want to talk about that.
That's why I bring it up then. Okay. Right. Okay. We'll skip across here. Hello, crab. Right, let's have a look at the map. Where are we going? Okay, so if we follow this road, it'll take us there. How you feeling, Miri? I bet you've got a horse, ain't you, Miri? Check the map. Aloysius' note. To whoever finds this, deliver this letter and the ring in my bag to Tertia Falter of Lewin. Dearest Tertia, go ahead and pet it. It's just a harmless mongrel, you said. Little did I know how wrong we both were. The sorry looking mutt was an omen, my sweet, and the harbinger of my demise. I can still picture that perfect night in Lewin, your face radiant, resplendent, shining in the sun as we walked among the streets. I desperately wish I could see it one more time. I wish I'd given you the ring in my pocket and proposed to you as I planned. I wish I hadn't instead reached down and tried to pet the damn dog. It bit me, of course, but that superficial wound was just the start. Naturally, I couldn't propose to you. With blood gushing from my hand, so I bit my tongue, held my peace, and excused myself to the nearest healer. There, a kind Argonian bandaged my wound and provided a medicinal toad for the pain. Sadly, it would prove to be meagre balm for the true injury. As the sun set, I was racked by wild fever dreams. The last thing I recall was tearing off my clothing and running howling into the night. I woke up in someone's chicken coop covered in blood and feathers. Please understand, I do this for you. Were I to see you again while under this curse, I might cause you harm. And that I couldn't live with myself if that happened. So I won't. I leave you the ring I never gave you. It was meant for you and no one else. Oh, right. That's sad. Wonder how much the ring's worth. Okay. We can sort that later. Oh, a book.
Stay alert. I have it on good authority that I'm in danger.
Of course, Counselor.
Councillor Valeria?
Step back and state your business. I have every reason to believe that my life is in danger.
Yep.
If you so much as make a threatening gesture, the Brigandine will dismember you. He has very strict orders on that regard.
I'm working for Captain Rian Law. I was sent to tell you the threat is real.
I was beginning to suspect as much. Very well. Tell me everything that you have learned. Leave nothing out. I want to hear it all.
So, from what we understand, the Dark Brotherhood have already murdered Ferul Lupus and Councillor Jirik.
Lupus? Emperor Leovik's old steward?
Yep.
And Jirik as well?
Yep.
Gods, they are targeting the Elder Council. Anything else? Tell me. The slightest detail could mean the difference between life and death.
We think it's something to do with Leovik's secrets. Something called the Four Ambitions.
The ambitions? I heard that term once before. Years ago. I must go to Tidewater Cave. I have a cache hidden there, and I need to check my records. Meanwhile, I suggest you find Jirik's files. She kept them in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
Your records include information Leovik's secret.
Possibly. I oversaw the Imperial Treasury, so my records deal with expenditures and collections. I have documents going as far back as Emperor Morikar, possibly even Durkarach, and I know I saw that term someplace. I will see what I can find.
And how well did you know Councillor Jirik?
Extremely well. We were rivals as well as colleagues on the Elder Council. It was that way between all of the councillors, I suppose. Her death is a tragedy, however. I will miss her.
Okay, I'll see what I can find.
We weren't expecting visitors. Are you here to see the counselor?
Hi there.
Are you here to speak with Counselor Sophis? I'm
Yeah.
afraid my husband has taken our dog for a walk. Is there something I could help you with, perhaps?
I need to find the councillor. He may be in danger.
Danger? What are you talking about? Does this have something to do with that letter? And who are you, by the way?
Captain Rien sent me to check in on Councillor Surface.
Captain Rianne? I see. Well, if the Ivory Brigade sent you, my husband likes to walk our dog Chero along the tree line. Go on and find him. I'll wait here in case he returns.
You mentioned a letter.
My husband, Valen, received a letter from an old friend this morning. Pharaoh Lupus, Emperor Leovic's steward. I could see that whatever was in that letter upset him, but he didn't want to discuss it, and I didn't push him. Now please, go find him.
Okay. Major second era 576.
I don't suppose we have anything to cook.
Majors employed for the construction of the new vaults. Make sure they are eliminated after the work is completed. There could be no loose ends left dangling. Arconia Perez, Thacus Venuin, Afer Baracus, Nariha Senel, Julius Quintus, Coven Perellis. The second sheet bears the seal of Emperor Leovic and reads, Councillor Surface. One last vault needs to be established. Have your remaining majors cast the necessary spells to transfer the vault to the location I've selected. You will find the information you need in the coded line below. Do not fail me. The next lines are written in Imperial code. Okay. An interview with Countess Carrel. Backpack, travel out. Oh, make some manganese and a bookcase.
Bringing a book for travel is well worth the pack space. Shame they're so heavy.
Come on then. Let's get cracking.
What's taking you so long? They should...
He's dead.
Valen! No! Oh, Valen! Oh, my love! What happened? I thought Captain Rihan sent you to protect my husband!
I was too late. He was already dead when I found him.
You know, Valen acted strange after the letter from Pharaoh Lupus arrived. He didn't tell me what it said, and I never asked. Before he left today, he gave me a sealed scroll, said to give it to Counselor Leviticus if anything ever happened to him.
A scroll?
A scroll, sealed and bearing my husband's stamp. Take it. Give it to Counselor Leviticus. I hope it helps catch whoever murdered my husband. I'll summon the town guard. They'll help me with my
I'm sorry.
husband.
Sorry. have a look.
Oh, hey! Over here!
Everly, what have you found?
I'm glad you're here. I've been searching all over, but I could use your help. This place is huge. Why do rich people need so many rooms? Oh, but tell me, did you warn the councillors like I asked?
Valeria has protection and is going to search her records, but I was too late to save Sophus.
Sophus is dead? Damn! Was it the Dark Brotherhood? What am I saying? Of course it was. I've torn this place apart, but so far I haven't found anything related to Imperial secrets or the ambitions. Maybe you can spot something I missed.
Councillor Valeria told me your Jurek kept records in a hidden compartment in a nightstand.
I knew you'd be a help, but I didn't expect you to just have the answer the moment you walked in. Good job! Councillor Jirek's bedroom is upstairs. Let's see if we can find that hidden compartment.
Okay. Councillor Jurek, it is time to rally the caretakers and move the ambitions. The new vault location should ensure their safety and keep them hidden until I or the High Priest call for him. The forces loyal to the trait of Varen draw ever closer, and we cannot allow the ambitions to fall into their hands. This is your official order. Act immediately. This line was written in Imperial Code. Well, I can't read that. Emperor Levaic.
A hidden compartment? I love it! I mean, I hate that people have died, but... so, what did you find?
It's an order from Emperor Levaic. He told Jurek to move the ambitions, but the last line is in code.
Let me see that. That's a code, all right. Some of the other documents I found use something similar. You know, I'm really starting to hate all this secrecy surrounding the ambitions.
Rouen is an Imperial city. Maybe someone here can decipher it.
Good idea. We need to report in to Councillor Leviticus anyway. Let him know what we uncovered. If he has a qualified scribe, great. If not, I know someone. They helped me with those other documents. Let's go to Leowin Castle and talk to Leviticus.
I mean, you're at Llewellyn
I
Castle.
can't help feeling that once we solve the secret of the Longhouse Emperors, we'll know how to stop the Dark Brotherhood from murdering any more of the councillors. I'll see you at the castle.
Okay. Pumpkin in the room. Like me. Bloody hell, these books are duster. Small game. Why would somebody keep food in the cabinets and dressers? Block pigs, that makes sense. Jewelry box. I don't know. Right. Oh, what's this? Bookshelf. Oh, dear me. Duster. So, Mary,
Problem, Sarah? What would you like to talk about?
how do you feel about us?
You're a pretty good adventuring partner, I'd say. Reliable, agreeable. No complaints.
Okay, let's talk about
Something
something
you
else.
need to discuss? What would you like to talk about?
Tell me something about yourself.
Can't stand goblins, or snakes, or boats. They all make me want to retch, for different reasons. The less we deal with any of them, the better.
Oh, okay then. Oh. Hi.
Just pet the dog. It's harmless. Oh, Tertia, you idiot. No wonder he hasn't... Is there something you want? I'd like to be left alone right now.
I found this letter on the body of a wellness. They said deliver this letter and ring to you.
Body? Ring? Oh, Riemann on high, what's this about? Aloysius wrote this? And he's dead? This makes no sense. Howling? Chicken coops? It was just a mangy mutt. I don't even think it was rabid, let alone... Oh no, Aloysius. You poor fool.
What is it?
He wasn't cursed. He was hallucinating. The toad that Argonian used to ease his pain must have been too strong for him. Aloysius convinced himself he was a werewolf, and he... This is the second worst proposal I've ever had.
What was the second worst?
I was once kidnapped by a crazed Sulzan warlord and offered the heads of my neighbors as a dowry. I'd rather not talk about it. I've had more than a dozen failed engagements in my life. If anyone here is cursed, it's me. But it's not all bad news.
How's that?
Aloysius didn't run off and leave me like half the others. He even gave his life to protect me. I've never had anyone love me that much. Is it wrong that makes me happy? Take this for delivering my betrothed's last wishes. It was kind of you.
No worries.
I wonder if the Temple of Mara would marry us posthumously. It was his dying wish, after all. Maybe I should employ a priest of Arche for the ceremony, so he can pass on without regrets.
You want to marry your dead suitor?
Well, why not? I've had absolutely no luck with the living, and it's what he wanted. I'd rather die a widow than an old maid.
Can't argue with
It's
that.
not like this is how I dreamed of getting married, but after being jilted so many times, I may as well marry a man who can't change his mind. You may not get it, but for your sake, I hope you never have to.
I'll see you.
Fortune smiles on those who are generous.
What was that? So where's the castle? Oh, it's over this way.
I got an apple. It's bruised and someone bit into it. Still delicious.
Captain
I
Nariha.
need your report, mercenary. Word reached me that Councillor Jirik was murdered. What about Sophus and Valeria?
Councillor
And did you
Sepharis.
find definitive proof that the Dark Brotherhood is our culprit?
Councillor Sophus has been murdered too, but Valeria is safe. These notes were by each of the bodies.
That's the Black Hand, symbol of the Dark Brotherhood. I wish Jirik and Sophus had allowed me to assign brigadines to protect them. At least Valeria, however reluctantly, agreed to a military escort. Did you and Everly uncover any other information?
We gathered a few documents that we think the Council of Leviticus should see.
It appears that Councillor Leviticus's trust in the Wood Elf was not misplaced. Very well. You and Everly can head in and talk to the Councillor.
See you later.
Captain Rian and the Ivory Brigade will deal with the Dark Brotherhood. We're perfectly safe in here.
Your damn empire, Leviticus. It no longer exists, but it still causes us trouble.
Chancellor.
You must be the mercenary that Captain Rian told me about. And I see you're working with Everly Sharparrow. Good. Good. I assume you have something to report. I'm listening.
Count Zurich and Sephiroth were murdered. These notes were left beside the bodies.
Damn it all to oblivion and back. I should have taken Pharaoh Lupus more seriously when I received his letter.
Yeah, I think you all should have done.
This is definitely the mark of the Dark Brotherhood. Anything else to add to this?
Jurek and Sophus left behind documents, but part of them is written in code.
Yes, that's the Longhouse Emperor's code. Only a handful of Imperial scribes can decipher it. I know one. Baragon. I'll send for him at once. Meanwhile, we must warn the remaining councillors on the list. Eivor, Valeria, Itinia, and Vandacia.
Well, actually, Councillor Valeria is under guard and collecting her records from Tidewater Cave.
Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vandacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leowin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Councillor Eivor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leowin.
I'll go to Fort Blueblood and
everything we do now must be swift if we are to get ahead of this. Go to Fort Blueblood and convince Councillor Eivor to return to the city. She'll be safer here than at the fort.
So, you know more about the Emperor Leovic's secret and ambitions?
Sadly, no. Whatever Leovic confided in Pharaoh Lupus and the others, whatever he ordered them to do, he kept it a complete secret from me. I suppose he assumed I wouldn't go along with anything illegal or Daedric, and he was right.
But weren't you the chief counsellor of the Elder Council?
I was, but the Elder Council was made up of almost 24 councillors. According to the list Everly Sharparrow brought me, only 7 councillors were privy to this secret. Make that 6. I have no idea why Leovic listed me among that group.
There must be some reason for your name being linked with the others.
Who knows what was going through Leovic's head when he wrote that entry in his journal. Varen and his rebels were literally pounding at the doors of the palace at the time. And Leovic wasn't totally in his right mind even before the rebellion.
Tell me more about the Longhouse Emperors.
The Longhouse Emperors were Reachmen, who seized control of the Empire and ruled for some 40 years. Dukarach the Black Drake founded the ruling house. Morikar ascended to the throne after his father's death, and his son Leovic followed him.
Okay, what happened to Leovic?
Leovic made a mistake. When he decided to declare Daedra worship as the law of the land, Duke Varen Aquilarios objected. He led a rebellion and personally dispatched Leovic in the Imperial throne room. Thus ended the Longhouse Emperor's reign.
But that's not the end of the story.
Unfortunately, no. Varen disappeared a few years later and the Empire collapsed. Now the so-called alliances are fighting over the scraps and Tamriel is in shambles. We're doing all we can just to keep Blackwood safe and secure.
Why is Councillor Eivor at Fort Blueblood?
Eivor has always had an affinity for the Imperial military. When she received her letter of warning from Pharaoh Lupus, she sent word to me, told me she was going to the fort, that the soldiers would protect her. I fear she's badly mistaken.
You don't think the fort is safe?
Only a token force of Brigadines guards Fort Blueblood. If the Dark Brotherhood is truly our enemy, I fear a lone assassin can bypass the fort's defenses with relative ease. Eivor would be better off here in the castle. Go and bring her back at once.
I'm on my way.
Fort Blueblood? That's to the east across the river. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Look, Councillor Leviticus and Captain Rianne sent me. I need to see Councillor Abor now.
And what about my sister? She hasn't been seen since she took the Councillor her meal.
Counselor Abor was very clear about this. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Okay, alright. Right, I'm just going to be a minute. Just need to take a quick break. Right, I'm back. Okay, so where were we? Oh, yes. Speak to this gentleman here.
Oh, another mercenary. Is our Ivory Brigade so enfeebled that Captain Rianne must resort to hiring sellswords? Look, as I told the Wood Elf, Councillor Abor was quite insistent. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Captain Rianne and Councillor Leviticus sent us. Do you really want to get in the way of our mission?
All right, enough. I can see when I'm being overruled. Very well.
Q.
I give you permission to enter the watchtower. Councillor Abor's safety is now in your hands.
And why is the servant in uproar?
Lurius? Oh, something about his sister. She's another servant here at the fort. Works in the kitchen, I believe. Apparently, she brought the councillor her meal. He says she never returned, but the servants look for any opportunity to sneak off.
And why did the councillor come to Fort Blue Blood?
The councillor demanded we protect her. Said her life was in danger, but refused to give me any details. Imperial confidentiality, she insisted, above my station. I put her up in the watchtower and assigned a couple of brigadines to guard her.
Great.
Oh no! Councillor Abor's been murdered! But where's the servant? The Dark Brotherhood's calling card.
Unlike most of the Elder Council, I was in Emperor Ludwig's confidence. I knew the truth of the Longhouse Emperor's secret. Most of it anyway. Me and the High Priest at the time, it felt like an honour to be included. Now I'm in fear of my life and hiding in the Stan Watchtower. I decided it would be best to write down everything I know. About the four ambitions, how they were created, about the deal with Mehru's Dagon. Everything. Oh, great. I may be the only one who knows the location of the new vaults where Emperor Levic and the ambitions moved to as Varen's forces drew closer. I suspected that all of this was over, that it ended with the death of Levic and the fall of the Longhouse Emperors. According to the letter I received from Feral Lupus, I was wrong. What follows are the locations of the three vaults containing the four ambitions. The next few pages have been torn out. Oh, great.
Of course they tore out the pages and took them, just when we were so close to finding out more about the ambitions. Abor's meal is still warm. So what happened to the servant that delivered it?
Right, Elve.
We have a door locked from the outside, a dead counselor, and a missing servant. Did the assassin take off with both the torn-out journal pages and the servant? Anyway, they not only murdered Abor, they probably know how to find the ambitions now.
How did the murderer get in and out of the watchtower without the brigadines noticing?
See that rope hanging from the top of the tower? Bet my bottom acorn that's how the assassin got in and out. But the missing servant, something about that is knocking on the back of my head. And why would the Dark Brotherhood take those pages?
Maybe the Dark Brotherhood wants the Daedric weapons for themselves?
Maybe. But everything I've read about the Dark Brotherhood never suggested they would be interested in weapons of war, if that's even what the ambitions are. Damn it, we're loosing arrows in the dark here. Let's tell Commander Orton about Eivor.
Okay, right, let's do that. Right. Hey, Muppet.
So, will Councillor Eivor be returning with you to Leowyn? Am I finally going to be able to get my fort back in order?
Councillor Eivor has been murdered.
Murdered? Gods, keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic? Tell me what you found in the watchtower.
Eivor's meal was still warm to the touch, but untouched, and the assassin left a calling card.
Let me see that. A black handprint. The sign of the Dark Brotherhood.
Yep.
But where is the servant, Talais? Is she involved in this fiasco? And how did she and the assassin get out of the watchtower?
There was a rope hanging from the ceiling.
Left their post.
There was a rope hanging from the ceiling of the watchtower.
Well, that explains some of it, but not all. We need to locate Talais. Since you're already involved and working for Captain Rian, I want you to quietly try to find Talais. Start by talking to the other servants in the kitchen and dining hall.
Okay.
All right, grab a broom and start sweeping.
What? No, that's Talais's job.
And do you see Talais anywhere? No. Then start sweeping.
Excuse me, you're in
The
charge.
servants come to the kitchen to mutter and gossip. This one will not have it. Misaba asks that you do not distract them overly long, as they are already naturally lazy. What is it that you need?
Commander Orin asked us to locate Talise. Any idea where she
That
might be?
young woman. She has not returned from the watchtower, so her chores remain undone. And she took the pantry key with her when she went. It is no longer hanging on its hook. That is a clear violation of the kitchen rules. A clear violation.
Where's the pantry?
The pantry is in the cellar, but the door is around the side of the building. Talais mumbled something about how the counselor loves hot root flakes, grabbed the key and the tray of food and went off. This one hasn't seen her since.
Okay. And you?
I suppose now I have to do Talais's chores as well as my own. She owes me one, and I aim to collect.
I'm trying to find Talise. Any idea where I should look?
She took the counselor her meal and hasn't returned. Did you check the watchtower? Eivor's a little old, but maybe Talais decided to improve her station, if you catch my meaning. Eivor reeks of fear. Maybe Talais finds that attractive.
What do you mean? The councillor reeks of fear.
Well, she's been acting like a frightened guar since she arrived. Stays locked up in the watchtower. Only lets a single servant in at a time. And I hear she's been burning papers. Documents of some kind. She's scared out of her wits, if you ask me.
Okay. Right, let's have a look at this cellar.
Your sister is fine. This one is certain.
Then where could she be? She would never neglect her duties.
Probably found a dark corner and someone to snuggle with. This one does that all the time. Pardons, but as much as this one loves idle chatter, there is much work to be done.
Commander Orin asked us to find Talise. Any idea where we should look?
Ah, Talais. She worries her brother so. She asked me where we kept the hot root flakes. Counselor Eivor sprinkles them on every dish. I told her they are in the pantry, but you need the key from the kitchen to unlock the door.
Bye.
Before we check the pantry, let's talk.
Okay.
So, what did we learn? Councillor Eibor was frightened, but that's understandable. Interesting that she was burning documents. Her journal indicated that she knew more than the others. And Therese visited the pantry before heading to the watchtower.
Do you think we should take a look in the pantry?
Couldn't hurt. And every mystery novel I ever read taught me you should always follow up on every clue, even the ones that seem insignificant. Let's check the pantry and see if she was looking for more than hot root flakes down there.
Yes. Let's. Oh.
Is that... Damn it! They murdered Therese too! Why would the Dark Brotherhood murder... Oh no. We need to talk about this. Alright, I think I figured it out. The assassin followed Therese down here, murdered her, and took her place so they could gain access to the watchtower. Pretty clever, but they didn't have to kill her.
Does this sound like the usual way the Dark Brotherhood operates?
No, not from what I've read anyway. I thought they only killed those whose names appeared on their contracts.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant.
Should we return to Leowin and inform Chancellor Leviticus and Captain Ria?
Yes, but we still need to check on Councillor Valeria. And someone needs to go to Gideon and make sure that Councillor Van Dacia is all right. Can I leave those tasks to you?
Oh
I
yeah,
want to
I'll...
return to Leowin and consult with Councillor Leviticus.
Okay, I'll do all the running around. That's fine. Yeah, I can check on Valeria and Van Dacia. But we do need to inform Commander Orin about this murder.
Oh, good point. Before you head out, report to Commander Orton. Tell him what happened to Therese, and how we think the assassin slipped into the watchtower undetected. His brigadiers need to be able to recognize an imposter when they see one.
Yeah, it's a bit pants that really, isn't it? I'll report to the commander, contact the 2 remaining councillors, and then meet you in Llewellyn.
After you report to the commander, make contact with Councillors Valeria and Van Dacia. Valeria went to Tidewater Cave to get her records, and Van Dacia works in the Gideon courthouse. Cracked acorns! I suddenly had the weirdest feeling come over me.
Evelyn, you alright?
Yes. No, I don't know. We were talking about the councillors, Valeria and Van Dacia. Suddenly I had a premonition. It was brief and disturbing and mildly unpleasant, like the dreams I've been having. But this is the first time while I was awake.
Tell me about these dreams.
Remember I told you about that strange book I found?
Yeah.
The one with the Daedric writing that I can't read? I've been having bad dreams since I found it, and the dreams are becoming more frequent. This time it happened right while we were talking.
Tell me about the premonition.
It was just a flash, but it was accompanied by a feeling. I felt a sense of overwhelming evil, all tied up in the figure I saw in my mind. Like someone held a portrait in front of my face for just a moment and then pulled it away.
What did the figure look like?
It was one of the Waking Flame cultists, I think. Someone powerful, in command. A dark silhouette wrapped in a cloak. I'll never forget the feeling it invoked. It was like a wave of hopelessness. We can deal with this later. Let's get back to it.
Okay.
I didn't know you were interested in that genre. I'll have to remember that.
Yes. Commander Orton.
All right. You talked to the fort's servants and rummaged around in our pantry. What's the verdict? Did you find the missing servant?
Talisa's in the pantry. The assassin murdered her. Pretended to be her to get into the watchtower.
Oh, that's horrible. Are you sure? No. Of course you're sure. No one would lie about something like that. I'll tell her brother what happened and send someone to tend to her body. Gods, what a day this has been.
See ya. No, I don't want to kill you.
Lucky fetcher. I only ever seem to find musty grain and spuds. Nice hole.
Right.
So if that's north, that means... Wait, that's not right. Oh, more was mercy. A little help, anyone?
Oh, crikey. Chimes of silver.
Can I help you?
There's no better place than Gideon.
Okay, you drunk? amazing what a drunk barman can do. It's just right, Gideon Courthouse. Let's have a look.
I was attacked in the streets of our fair city, Keshu. I demand you deal with the criminal post-haste.
Your guards did their job, Counselor Vandacia. The prisoner is secure.
And what's this? More assassins? Explain yourself immediately.
Wow, you're
One
paranoid.
attempt on my life today is more than enough. If you're another one of those Dark Brotherhood bastards, I assure you, you won't find either myself or Governor Keshu to be easy prey.
I'm no assassin. Councillor Leviticus sent me to warn you. He wants you to go to Llewellyn.
Warn me? As always, Leviticus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other counselors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin in the act. But what of my esteemed colleagues? Are they safe?
Jurek, Sophus, and Oba were murdered. They're all dead.
All three of them? This is unimaginable. Pharaoh Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperors left behind a secret that would prove to be a threat. But I thought he was just being melodramatic. Has Leviticus determined what this is about?
The secret concerns the 4 ambitions of Mehru's Dagon. We're examining old records to learn more.
4 ambitions? Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark Brotherhood? It's got to be a mistake. You must question the prisoner. Get him to confess and reveal the truth of this sordid affair.
I'll question the prisoner. Where are you holding him?
Governor Keshu locked the prisoner in the holding cell in the courthouse basement. Question the villain, and find out why the Dark Brotherhood is trying to wipe out anyone who was part of the Imperial Elder Council. I'll head for Leowin afterward.
You really don't have any idea the secret about the Longhouse Emperors pertains to.
I wish there was something I could tell you. The letter I received suggested that some old council business was the cause of all this. Why the Dark Brotherhood would be interested in such menial affairs, I'm not sure. I'm completely baffled.
In your work with the Elder Council, you've never heard of anything about the ambitions.
As I said, I never heard the term. The Longhouse Emperors were enamored of secrets and code words, though. Perhaps I encountered it, but it was called something else. If you think it might be important, ask the assassin when you interrogate him.
How long did you serve on the Imperial Council?
I'm not sure how relevant my ancient history is, but
Very.
I was appointed to the Elder Council by Emperor Durkarach himself. I helped guide the Empire through most of the reign of the Longhouse Emperors.
You know that... goodbye.
The cell door is open. What happened here?
Poured
Some sort of
something
acid.
on the lock.
Right through the lock.
Hit me.
Look, there's more of it on the
And
floor.
escaped.
He ran that way, toward the old ruins.
He almost knocked me over. How rude.
He attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
Right. Bloody rats.
If you're going to kill bugs, at least kill fetcher flies.
Elam. Ruins within the Blood Rum Cave were gutted long ago, turned into a carnal pit by the local villagers. However, the sanctuary itself remains pristine. The cave's reputation as a place of untold danger clearly persists. This will serve as well. Fighting through the cave itself may take some doing, but the door is located far back within the ruins. It is a long trek, be warned. If we intend to reopen this sanctuary, you must clear it out. I'll leave the details to you. And remember, death, my brother, that is the key. Matron Astara.
You're persistent, I'll give you that. All right, let's chat.
Who are you?
Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail?
Yes.
That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information.
Really? The letter talks about opening the Dark Brother Sanctuary in Blood Rum Cave.
Well, aren't you a fast reader?
Yeah.
If you chased after me because of something Council Van Dacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood sets out to kill you, you're dead. We don't make mistakes. We don't fail. Not ever.
We found evidence beside numerous murder victims, members of the Elder Council that you killed.
I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of parchment. Look, we received no contracts. I'm here on different business entirely.
Who would want to blame the Dark Brotherhood for these murders?
Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councilor's guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get back to my daring escape. Best of luck with your mystery.
If you're really innocent, come back to the courthouse with me.
Tempting, but no. I detest so-called places of justice.
Okay. Councillor?
So, the mercenary from Leowin has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the assassin? Or perhaps you killed him in battle once you caught up to him? I am eager to hear the news.
No. I wasn't able to apprehend the Dark Brotherhood agent, but I recovered this letter.
Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Proof positive that the Dark Brotherhood is in Blackwood. We must find this sanctuary and destroy it.
The Dark Brotherhood denied his organisation's involvement. He said he'd never attacked you.
What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never freely admit their guilt. The evidence is right here in this letter. Meet me and Leowin and we'll share this information with Leviticus.
Where's Governor Keshu? Shouldn't you have more guards?
Oh, My personal guard are nearby, and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties. Now to Leowin.
Alright, goodbye.
The mercenary. A few moments later, and you would have found an empty cave. Your timing really is impeccable. We've already packed up my records, and we're about to head out. But what news of the other counselors? Did your warnings reach them in time?
Council Suffix and Ando were murdered, just like Jurek. You need to go to Castle, to Llewellyn Castle.
All three of them? That's disheartening news. Well, I'll take my records to Leowin. Perhaps between the two of us, Counselor Leviticus and I can ascertain what past incident has returned to haunt us.
What kind of records did you keep down here?
Oh, just a lifetime of public service and bureaucracy. Mostly financial records, but also meeting notes, ledgers, those sorts of things. I oversaw budgets and finances, the collection of taxes, public works, and I kept immaculate records.
We found Jurek's files where he said Leviticus sent for a scribe to decipher the coded portions.
That's good to hear. Emperor Leovic loved to hide things in coded documents. But what about Counselor Vandacia? Do we know if he's still safe in Gideon?
I already warned Councillor Vandacia. He's on his way to the wheel.
Perfect. I look forward to conferring with the remaining members of the Elder Council. These brigadines will make sure I get to the city safely. Me and my records both. I'll see you in Leowen, mercenary.
See you later.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Dark Brotherhood. They must be driven out of Blackwood.
I still can't figure out why they would be targeting us, Vandacia.
Eliminate the threat first. Then we can seek answers.
Right guys, so I'm going to leave it here tonight. Feeling a bit tired, so we've dug into a bit of a mystery regarding the 4 ambitions in Blackwood. We've been helped by Everly Sharparrow, a Valenwood wood elf, and we have been tasked with protecting and figuring out this mystery. So we will continue this next time. As usual, Monday, my usual stream should be about 7:30. As I'm on holiday next week, what I might do is do it start a bit earlier, do a bit of a longer stream. We'll see how I feel. As I say, I might look at doing some more tomorrow on this anyway, and do another short stream. So I will catch you guys later. Thank you for joining me, and enjoy your evening.